Otherwise, Johnny, how are you doing today?
Oh, it's you again. Oh, what a hassle. Well, I'm philosophizing about climate change.
Oh, climate change. Yeah, please, Johnny. Please tell us about it.
Oh, so you don't know what climate change is? Oh, what a fool. Oh, well, I'll teach you all about it, young one.
Oh, please. Just tell me what it is. I mean, I just thought it was just weather.
Oh, yeah. Well, not exactly, you see. It's kind of like when you go out on a sunny day and you're in a bus full of sweaty, hairy men and it smells like sauna. That's climate change, young one.
Well, to be honest, Johnny, the only reason why I asked is because the President-elect Trump actually think climate change is a hoax. Is that true?
Well, actually, he has to be right. I mean, he is the president nowadays anyway. And he beat my sweet. What a letdown, eh? Well, what can you do? Even Trump can't be president. Maybe I should run the next time.
Interesting you say that, but the thing is, he even blames it on the Chinese people. What do you think about that?
The Chinamen? I knew they were up to no good. You know what happened the other day, actually? I ordered some Chinese from Jasmine Gardens. I wanted egg fried rice. How simple is that? Egg fried rice. The takeaway guy comes in and gets me noodles. Freaking noodles, man. What is the chef, blind or something? Come on. There's one thing I know. Never ever miss a man's order. They only created climate change. It's for their bad takeaway service.
That sounds really bad. I mean, of course, why mess a man's order? But hey, wise Johnny, I'm gonna make you happy. I'm gonna order you a new takeaway. What do you say?
Oh, Chinese food? Oh, I don't want that again. Not after last time. Give me some Mexican. That feels like the right thing to eat right now.
Yeah, of course I can get you Mexican, but unfortunately Donald Trump actually thinks all Mexicans are criminals. He's even building a wall to keep them out. Are you sure you want that now?
What, really? Even the Mexican these days? Who can you trust with simple takeaway? Those sneaky Mexicans. Really don't trust them now, together with those Chinamen. What a horrible world we live in.
Oh shoot! Is there anything else I can get you? I just want to make you happy, wise Johnny.
Make me happy? Oh, what a strange one you are. You're a bit of a weirdo. No wonder why you don't have a stash like me, or the delivery guy. But, oh well, give me some Indian takeaway then, from that dodgy restaurant nearby. Even though I got food poisoning the next day. But hey, what can you do these days? Who can you trust? Apparently nobody. Get out of my face, will you? Loser.
I'm a weirdo. No, you're the weirdo. I mean, you can't even hold a pipe right, and obviously that's fake too. And come on, that mustache, it's moving all the time.
Are you making fun of my pie, boy? Or my mustache? Come here, I'm gonna take care of you. Come here, fake mustache.
Hey there guys, my name is Johnny Awesome and I'm your host for Trend News channel. Today we have a special topic for you, and that topic is climate change. So, why talk about this today and not yesterday or the day before? Well, it's because of our president-elect, Donald Trump. He basically stated the other day that climate change is a hoax, and it's something that he has basically kept on talking about throughout his entire campaign. Now, considering he's going to be ruling arguably the greatest nation on earth for the next 4 years, this will impact climate change either possibly or very negatively. But the question to ask yourself is climate change a real concept, or is it actually a fake? Let's find out. So, today we're going to talk about two different perspectives on climate change. The skeptics versus the believers. And that way we can find out if climate change is an actual reality. But first things first, we have to define what climate change actually is, and also what is global warming, a concept that is usually misunderstood with climate change. So, first things first, climate change is a long-term change in the Earth's climate, whilst global warming is the increase in Earth's core temperature over a period of time. This is mainly due to the rising of greenhouse gases. Now, this could be either man-made or natural. We have no idea. But we'll go through a couple of points for climate change and also talk about what the two perspectives are on those points. First ones are the polar bears. So, why polar bears? Well, polar bears have been a representation for the climate change movement for a very long time. One of the main reasons for this is obviously the melting of the ice in Antarctica and the increase in sea level. A combination of these two factors basically put the polar bear population on the verge of extinction. However, the skeptics do argue otherwise. In fact, the International Union of Conservation of Nature says that some subpopulations of polar bears are on the rise, even though there's an actual annual polar bear hunt in Canada, the US, and Greenland, with around 700 to 800 polar bears hunted a year. Interesting. Well, another perspective that skeptics have on, it's the James Hansen theory that basically happened in the 1980s. So James Hansen is a NASA scientist that basically believed that there were a couple of scenarios that would happen on planet Earth if there will be constant changes in the CO2 emissions. Scenario A basically stated that the CO2 emissions would continue to be on a rise. Therefore, there will be a high increase in temperature. Scenario B basically said that CO2 emissions would actually increase, but then slowly start to decrease. Scenario C, and its final scenario, basically said that the CO2 emissions would start decreasing immediately from the 1980s level, which obviously didn't happen. What actually did happen in the world was something a lot closer to scenario B. However, a good thing to point out, and this is why there are a lot of skeptics out there, they simply believe that due to scenario B believing that the increase in temperatures would be quite high, unlike what actually happened on Earth, even though the change in CO2 emissions were pretty much almost identical. However, James Hansen actually overstated climate relativity, and that's why a couple of other theories are also questioned in regards to this topic. Another point to argue about here is the rising of sea levels. So a couple of years ago, a man by the name of Dr. Vincent A. Gray visited a low-lying island by the name of Tuvalu. Tuvalu obviously is in the risk of going under simply because of the rising sea levels. So he and a couple of other scientists did some experiments there. They placed a number of tide gauges around the island to actually measure the increase of sea levels over time. However, unfortunately, the experiment was abandoned simply because he didn't find anything there and didn't see any changes at all. So what happened later, a professor by the name of Dr. Gavin A. Schmidt, a NASA scientist, visited the same island, but this time he found the exact opposite results. He saw that the sea levels were in fact rising, and also there was a rise in sea levels across the whole globe. Very interesting perspectives. Now, to conclude our episode, what is climate change? Is climate change real? The answer? Well, I'm not really sure. I don't think anyone really is. However, I do believe the next 4 years will be pivotal for a lot of countries out there, a lot of low-lying countries, because there could be a potential of increased sea rise, there could be more droughts due to rising temperatures in certain places of the earth. So either way, I believe that any president anywhere takes this matter very, very seriously, because we really don't know what will happen next. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. My name is Johnny Awesome. I'm your host. And have a great day, peeps. Peace out.